This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
And joining us now is a guy who knows the price of cars and a lot more, is Steve Moore, the great economist. Of course, he's the host of More Money on WABC 1 to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. Steve, money is going to be a big issue, the economy, at the debates. We were just talking before, of course, about the tax cuts that the Biden team is set to have it expire. So all the benefits that we saw under President Trump and the roaring economy, now the Biden team selling that, well, guess what? We're going to raise your taxes. So I think it's going to be a really important point for President Trump to make it crystal clear at the debate. This is not good for anybody in America. Your thoughts of how big an issue economy is and also how important it is for Trump to really hit it home on those points.
Well, great lead editorial in the Wall Street Journal today on this very point, that basically Biden is really proposing the biggest tax increase in American history after having the biggest spending spree in American history. And look, I guess if you believe that we can tax and spend our way to prosperity, then Joe Biden is your man. I mean, what can I say? This is audacious. I mean, the massive growth of government spending and debt, now to be paid for by massive increases in taxes on capital gains, on small businesses, on American corporations, on investment. And John Catsimatidis, he wants to tax unrealized capital gains, which has never happened before in the history of this country. That would be a killer for business investment.
So I guess Bidenomics is not working. We also have in studio with us, of course, we have Pete King, Judge Weinberg, Ed Cox, and also Chairman Mike Turner, of course, Chairman of the House Intel Committee. Mr. Chairman.
Steve, thank you so much for your comments on this. I think another aspect of the tax cuts that are expiring is there really was, I believe, a sense that this was a package that was designed for economic growth, that it was an economic driver, and that there was also a sense that there was fairness, that the tax cuts that were put in place, and everybody who's looking around their kitchen table for what the impacts were to them, there was a sense that this was both fair and an economic growth.
Under Trump, you're saying.
Under Trump. And so now as they go to look at allowing these to expire, we would return back to a system that was viewed as inequitable and that also was stifling our economy.
Well, first of all, you were one of the people in the Congress who voted for that great tax bill. It's been a roaring success. We saw big investment business, and big increase in investment. We brought a lot of capital home. We also had a big increase in the revenues. The rich actually paid more under that tax plan than they had previously. So in every way, that tax
Hey, Steve, we're losing you. We're losing you a little bit audio-wise.
Well, I'm in Sun Valley, Idaho, in the mountains, so you may be losing me.
What a show-off. What a show-off. Ed Cox, what a show-off. Ed, go ahead.
Steve, Biden's got an inflation problem, cumulative inflation problem. Is he also about to have a stagflation problem with the third quarter GDP annualized growth was 4.9%, and now it's dropped in the first quarter of this year to 1.3%?
Yep, you got it. And, it's growing a little faster in the second quarter, but over the last 6 or 7 quarters, we've averaged about 1.5% growth. And you can't do anything 1.5% growth. We got to get to 3 to 4%. That's what Trump is saying. We can do that, through the technology, by better, reducing regulations. How about producing more American oil and gas? All these things would be enormously beneficial to the economy and cause growth. And growth is the best way to reduce the deficit. Get people working, get companies making money. And what's wrong with companies earning a profit, by the way? Without profits, you're not going to have a business.
Right, and you're not going to have employees. Well, Steve Moore, thank you very, very much. We love having you. We're totally jealous that you're in Sun Valley, but have fun.
Yeah. It's 75 and sunny, and I'm in the mountains. and I'm speaking to the Sun Valley Republican Club.
Oh my God! And we're ducking from muggers and marijuana in New York. Thanks a lot. Okay, great.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, very much, Steve Moore.